6 fun family games that are the perfect way to kill that time between turkey and pie. Here's what I like about this roundup. The games don't require any printables or special Six fun family games that are the perfect way to kill that time between turkey and pie. Here's what I like about this roundup. The games don't require any printables or special stuff, just the Thanksgiving dinner ingredients that you already have on hand. Trust Studio 5 home and family life contributor Maria Eckersley to come up with a game plan that's simple. And in the simplicity is the brilliance of it. She's got a great roundup of, we're calling them gobble games, right?
Yeah. You just need something to, fill that gap time. You can't go straight into the pie. You need digestion time. So I feel like you got to earn the pie with some games.
I like it. Good for kids, good for adults. What's the mix here?
In fact, the goal here is that you'd mix your family up. So you'd have teams with like grandma and, 2 of the granddaughters and 1 of the teenage grandsons. Like you want it to be mixed up and fun. You could do it if you have a small group. You could easily do it with just a few kids on hand. But if you got a big group, you should mix them around.
Okay, so we're going for a team approach. So a little competition.
I think so.
Always.
One get dibs on the pie line, or maybe the loser does dishes.
First slice of banana cream.
There you go.
What's our first gobble game?
Okay, so this is literally, you're going to take things out of your pantry and you're going to set up an Angry Birds arrangement. So we call it Turkey Takedown. And instead of, if you've ever played Angry Birds, you know how you knock those little piggies out? Have you ever played it before?
Okay, it's coming back to me. It's been a minute.
There's little piggies that kind of sit on top of these structures and you try and throw things and knock them down. So Thanksgiving style, you're going to take the dinner rolls that are left over on the table and you're going to chuck them at all the arrangement and try and knock the marshmallows down.
The carbs are the weapon.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so we're going for the marshmallows. These represent the pig. And the roll comes flying across the room. You get it, you get the points.
Exactly. So you score for your team, you alternate teams, or you could set up 2 different structures if you want, whatever makes it fun.
I can see the strategy in the structure setup. Like people would get into, how tall is the tower or what does this look like? And then you can almost just hear the cheers erupting, depending on, how many are at your dinner this Thanksgiving. We know it's going to be limited and different, but that would be a great group activity.
Yeah, it's great. And you can make it where the one team sets up the structure for the other team so that they're equally difficult.
I love it.
It could go all kinds of ways.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so the next one, this is called Whip and Dip. So I don't know if you remember this. There was a YouTube challenge where you put a dollop of whipped cream on your hand. Did you do it?
Nailed it.
Oh, see, this is ultimate competition and bragging rights. So yeah, you just put a dollop of whipped cream. It doesn't have to come from a can. You could take Cool Whip straight into your hand. And then you're just going to smack your hand and it has to fly in the air and land in your mouth. So for us, we just had it, the 2 teams would set up and then you kept going until somebody, caught it, and then they would score a point for their team. So they had to keep doing it. It wasn't like, oh, I missed, I'm out. It was like, you have to keep going until you get it in. So there was whipped cream everywhere, in your hair, on your clothes.
I was hoping for video proof. Oh, we have some pictures, but no Maria. Funny, no Maria in these behind the scenes.
This Thanksgiving, watch me on Instagram.
So the goal to get in your mouth, wherever it flies, it's going to land with fun. And I mean, that is a way to kickstart dessert, right?
Absolutely.
A little bit of cream. All right, what's next?
Okay, this I'm calling the cranberry avalanche. My Thanksgiving version of, have you ever played that flour game where you slice the flour to try and get the penny to stay up?
We did that in college at like a singles event.
This is an old school game. So I just gave it a Thanksgiving twist by taking that weird jelly cranberry stuff.
I mean, what is it really? We don't know. We don't want to know.
Right? I don't know. Even just hearing it come out of the can, my kids were like, oh. But it was a blast. Honestly, from all of these games, that's the one they wanted to play the most. They loved it. So it's almost like Jenga, where you're slicing through the cranberry jelly one team at a time, and whoever can get that penny or quarter or whatever it is to stay on top, they win.
So so the last slice, basically.
Yeah, so if I'm the one that makes it fall, my team loses.
Your team's out.
Yep.
Cranberry avalanche. I wish you could see the sparkle that comes into Maria's eye when she names these games. Like, this is so fun.
That's half the fun, right?
Let's keep going. What's next?
Okay. Have you ever done potato jousting?
No, I have not, ma'am.
Okay, now's your chance. This is basically a game that it takes nothing but potatoes. So since you're going to have some on hand, we like to do it kind of Pinewood Derby style. So you like decorate your potato and name it.
Of course you do.
Right? Of course.
It's a character.
That's right. And the goal is here, you're actually, the only thing you have to do is try and keep your potato on the spoon.
Okay.
So this is my sword and this is what I'm defending. You literally run around the kitchen chasing each other, trying to knock the potato off. That is it. That's all there is to it. And they were dying.
last Christmas we played, I mean, kind of a similar stretch, but the balloon on the ankle where you're running around and trying to stomp it. My daughter just the other day pulled up that video from our family party. She won, I should say. Watched it over and over, but the family, like, I mean, the noise level, I mean, the hilarity, people were loving it. I could see this being the same vibe.
Yeah, you want something on your Instagram feed that you can put up that's not a Norman Rockwell picture. You know, I want it to be like, our family loved 2020 Thanksgiving. That's our goal.
We're potato jousters at the Eckersley house. Yes. Okay, what's next?
Okay, a couple more. So this is the last one. This is, we call it beard battle, which is because the loser is going to get a whipped cream beard. And all it is it's an aiming game, but the tools to, you know, work with are kind of tricky. So I just took a can of soup and I slid a plastic spoon through the pull tab, and this is basically your like catapult. So you hold this and you launch cranberries into the pie.
How fun.
And they thought it was a blast. And if your team is the last one to get all your cranberries on the pie, you have to face it. You have to face it.
You have to face it, as in face first. And again, this is so simple. The can, a plastic spoon, and some cranberries. Check, check, check.
And if you don't have cranberries, use goldfish or Cheerios, whatever you got on hand.
All right, spoon stack is your last one?
Yes, this is the last one. Again, almost no supplies. So you're just gonna pull spoons out of your drawer. And this is another one of those TikTok challenges. So you're gonna set it on the back of your hand and balance.
Okay.
We start with 3 at our house. You can start anywhere, and you have to toss them up and catch them.
Oh, I got 2. Okay, that's fun.
So whoever stays in the longest, their team wins. So the goal here is just to like grab stuff out of your kitchen, get it off the table.
Pass down 3
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, give it a try.
Hold on.
I gotta try mine again.
You stack them.
You stack them.
And if I'm right-handed, I should do my right hand. Now I'm strategizing.
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna stack them.
I'm scared. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
2 of 3.
That's our first timer. Not bad.
Good.
Yeah, not bad. My son got up to 9 spoons, which is pretty impressive.
All right. These games were impressive, again, in their simplicity, but also in the fun factor they would bring to any celebration. Big or small, Maria, thank you so much.
You bet.
I think people need to know about one of your latest projects, and that is bringing Christian values to life in a family, fun way. How can we get involved and look in on this?
Yeah, a big piece of what I do is trying to incorporate the fun that you feel here into teaching good gospel principles as well. So I have an online course that I teach that's focused on teaching the gospel fun, and it's memorable and meaningful. It's just a different kind of course than you've ever seen anywhere else. It involves like Diet Coke and Mentos and all kinds of things. So,
and what did the Diet Coke and Mentos teach us?
They taught us tithing, believe it or not. You'd have to log on to see it, though.
There's always fun happening, science experiments and those, tangible physical games that help kids, I think, grasp those deeper, more, thoughtful principles in a real way. So we love you for that.
I hope so.
How can we follow along?
So you can find that at learn.mecmom.com. It's great for kids, teenagers, whatever you've got.
Learn.mecmom.com. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for bringing fun to our table and beyond. I'm going to practice the spoon thing.
Good.
Challenge you next time you're here. All 3 landing in my palm. All right.